If you want to ask me a question and say to me, hey Agostina, when did you notice something was a bit awry in their relationship? I think I might have mentioned this at the time it happened. I think I might have mentioned it. Hopefully there's record of me mentioning it. But I remember this post was what made me raise my eyebrows. I was like, this is a bit weird. So do you remember when Cenat'S put out that video about he was depressed? Oh, I'm depressed. Not really depressed, by the way. He said, no, he said I have mental health issues, right? He put out a post about how he's suffering from mental health issues because he's trying to figure out what he wants to do next. He has so many creative ideas he wants to put out there and he feels a bit stuck, right? And I think I mentioned how I don't think that's a mental health issue. I think, you know, being at a crossroads in your career, not knowing what to do next after making more money than you probably ever spend in a lifetime doesn't necessarily warrant it being deemed a mental health crisis. But regardless, at that same moment he posted that, you know, very emotional, vulnerable post. This post was also put out, and this post says as follows. The caption: Gigi shares that she's currently living the life that she always dreamed of as a kid, expresses how thankful she is of Cenat'S for being the best partner. So in the moment that he's going through allegedly one of his toughest spells, he's professing and confessing to the world that he's suffering from some sort of mental health crisis. He doesn't know where to go. He's down in the dumps. His girlfriend at the time made this post. This is what made me raise my eyebrows.
Y'all know your girl has been traveling, living life. My life is truly amazing, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. I get to travel, experience freedom, and the way that I live is literally the way that I knew I wanted to live as a child. I've always lived very nice, but as a little girl, I knew at this age, this is how I wanted to live. Like exactly how I'm living, exactly where I'm placed, exactly where I am in life. Like this is where I want it to be. And me knowing that and really seeing it in real time, I don't take that lightly at all. Like I do not take that lightly. And what I truly do understand is how blessed I am. This has been one of the most like mentally challenging years because I've had such an amazing year, but just also such a hard one. But now I'm learning to just stay where it's happy at. Stay where it's peaceful, stay where it smiles and glitter and gold, okay? I'm also so thankful to have a partner who treats me with not only kindness, but respect. Someone I can truly call my best friend. Having that kind of support has honestly shown me how important emotional safety and mental health really is. I am really proud of myself for how far I have come this month, and I just am excited for the rest of this journey.
Now again, forgive me, because nowadays on social media there's this trend that people do where they post like fake clips, right? And they post them usually out of sync, out of time, to create a narrative. It's a thing that people are doing now, so it's really funny. I think it's a meme, it's a troll, it's a trend going on social. So someone will post a clip that has nothing to do with what's going on in the news, but will title it in a certain way and make people get outraged, right? Rage bait type of shit. So maybe this clip is taken out of context and she posted this time ago. But I remember the time this was posted was around the same time that Cenat'S confessed to the world that he was going through a very rough spell. And it made me think, your boyfriend's going through a rough spell. He's off of social. He's not streaming anymore. He kind of looks a bit like he's kind of in he's in his emo era, right? Cenat'S a little bit. He's growing a mustache. He's looking at the world differently. He's speaking differently and stuff. So he's clearly going through something. And here you are posting about, I'm at the happiest I've ever been. This is a life I've dreamed of since I was a child. Even though I'm only 21, this is a child. Like, what? How tone deaf, how insensitive, how incongruent with the person you're like, what the fuck is that? Are you guys on the same page? How am I in the most depressive state and you're living your best life? Now, don't get me wrong. Women in general don't usually care about men's mental health, right? Let's just call a spade a spade. Women in general don't usually care about men's mental health. I don't think anyone really cares about men's mental health, even men, right? I don't think anyone cares. But if your guy is going through one of the worst times he's ever gone through, he's struggling, he's confessing to the world that he's having a bad time, he's being called out by people like me that are saying, no, you're not really mentally ill, you're fine, you're rich, shut the fuck up, or all this stuff, right? And here you are saying, I've lived in the dream life, the dream that I've always dreamed of. Like, huh? Like, that made me ring my alarm bells inside. I was like, this is a weird relationship. But again, girls are gonna girls, you know, birds are gonna bird. It kind of is what it kind of is, right? But then, if that wasn't enough, because there's a lot to pick up in that particular video, right? to pick over what she said about how old she was when she was dreaming about this life and the life that she's living now, not necessarily being a life she provided for herself, but something she got for whatever. There's lots to pick apart in that video, but forget about that video. If you really want to see where the warning sign should have been for Kai Cenat, I think this should have been the warning sign, because I don't even think they're a year into dating. I don't even think they're 1 year into being boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't think so. I don't think they're even 1 year into being boyfriend and girlfriend. This would have sent shivers down my spine. This would have made me have sleepless nights thinking, oh my God, I have to break up with this girl. I have to break up with this girl. This video would have made me so worried about the future. This is a video where Kai Cenat and his girlfriend Gigi discuss their presents they're going to give each other for Christmas. I didn't know couples do this, right? Have this big presentation where they present ideas on the fucking TV and shit. But allegedly, this is what people are doing nowadays, right? They're having this big discussion about what to gift each other. And listen to what gifts this girl is demanding, requesting, suggesting that Kai Cenat get for her. And just think about it yourself in your head, in your situation, just how brazen this is.
Let me do a drum roll real quick. Yeah. No, but my cookies, I baked them fresh. This is my, okay, I know it seems like a lot, but you're Santa Claus and you get people stuff. Like, come on. Okay, so this is my #1 gift. Description, as you can see, G-Wagon, black, pink interior. It's very detailed. I just feel like, you know, for safety reasons, I did want a pink outside, but for safety reasons, I just feel like maybe it should be pink in the inside, so I still get that pink vibe, and then just do black on the outside and black out the windows, tinted up, you know, like that, so can't nobody know or tell that it's me, okay? Or, that's the G-Wagon route, okay? Or we can go BMW X6 M Competition. Really nice car as well. As you can see, this one is pink. I would be okay if this one was black as well, pink in the inside. I'm just really big on like the black outside, the black exterior, pink interior vibe. I wanted black interior, pink exterior, but for safety reasons, I just feel like, yeah. And I did pick trucks because, you know, Atlanta has a lot of potholes and, you know, I can't always see them. And I feel like trucks go over potholes better than cars. Are you stressed? Are you okay? You need a fan? Are you okay? Okay, calm down, simmer down, simmer down.
Excuse me? Excuse me. If this is real, again, this is complete. This is way out of my tax bracket. This is way out of my pay grade. I understand. These are also kids. It could also be, who knows, whatever. But if this is to be believed, the issue I have with this, the only issue I have with this, you're less than a year in. You're less than a year into a relationship and you're demanding such heavy, such pricey, substantial gifts for Christmas. To me, if I was in Kai Cenat's position, it'd make me feel like you just want to get something out of this relationship. You just want to get something substantial, something worthwhile out of this relationship, so that if it ends and you break up, at least you got the car, you know? Because to go for something like this 6 months in, less than 12 months in, is kind of insane. Number one, to even request this from somebody is insane anyway, right? Just buy me a fucking brand new car is nuts. But again, I know America and tricking and all that shit is weird over there. We don't really do it here in the UK, to be honest. People might pay for people's dinners and stuff as a form of tricking, I guess, or simping. But you're not really gonna see guys going out buying girls cars and houses and shit. That's just not something that we do over here. But I know it's maybe more accepted over there, maybe because you guys make more money, more disposable income. I don't know. But this would have really made me consider my relationship. It would have really made me think to myself, wow, am I really with the right person for me? Because the first time that we get to exchange each other's gifts, she's going for like G-Wagons and BMW X3, M3. What?
Simmer down. Yeah, I'm less likely to hit a curb in this car. You know, just it's safer for me. A truck is safer for me. Okay. Price, not that much. Not that much.
Say the number.
Not that much.
Say the number.
I did specify that I want.
I love how she says not that much, but doesn't say the number. You know, that's a classic sign of somebody that always asks but never actually spends their own money. The truck, not that much, not that much. Say the number then. Say it out loud. Say it out loud, please. Say it aloud and say it very slowly how much that car is.
A big pink bow on top. Big pink one, not red, not blue, not green. Big and pink. That is gonna cost you around $50 to $100. Wait. Oh yeah. I was like, yeah. No. You can't get the bow without the car.
How much?
How much the car?
Yeah.
Not that much.
How much?
Not that much. I don't know. I don't know. It's not that much though. I promise. It's not that much. Like, it's not a lot. Okay? Okay. Yeah. But like I said, the bow is cheap. Like, the bow is where we're gonna, no.
And again, this could be taken out of context. This could be completely painting her in a bad light. But I just don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just don't know if I could do this if I was him. I really couldn't do this. I'd much rather, like, it's way more riskier, right, to be his age and just be smashing anything that moves, like I would. If I was his age and I had the money that he had, I'd just be hitting everything that moved. I wouldn't be in no committed relationships. But that also comes with its problems. That also comes with its dangers, right? You could get fake fucking R-word allegations. You could catch things. You could just, you know, just generally being a man whore is not the funnest thing. Once you've kind of knocked a couple, it gets kind of lame and kind of uncool and dead pretty quickly. So maybe it's good to settle down and have somebody. But I just think the problem that you have when you're that young is that it's going to be really hard to find somebody that's with you for the right reasons. It's going to be really difficult. And then you've also got to do it all in public. Everybody chiming in, having something to say. And the girls now, and again, like, maybe she's not unique. Maybe most girls are like this. Maybe she's not the exception. Maybe she's the rule. Maybe most girls her age are like this. And they like this because there are guys out there that are willing to do this, right? There's a story going around now, actually. There's a clip, actually, going around now doing the rounds of Natalie Nunn. Natalie Nunn, you know, bless her, Baddie's fucking legend and shit. She works for, I think, Zeus and stuff. She's not, I wouldn't describe Natalie Nunn as a baddie. I wouldn't describe Natalie Nunn as a hot girl. I wouldn't describe Natalie Nunn as good looking. But Natalie Nunn said during an interview with Cam Newton that Shaquille O'Neal bought her a fucking car when she was in college. Yeah, you heard that right. Shaquille O'Neal was tricking on Natalie Nunn when she was in fucking college. So if this is what's been got, this is like a standard thing. So there are girls out there in the middle of America, in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, cute girl, a couple thousand followers. They probably got a couple, you know, 1-2 simps in their inbox, sending them money to pay for their rent, whatever. So I kind of understand why girls have this attitude, because there are guys out there willing to
You have a gun?
supply them with this lifestyle. Big up IDZ.
She got that monster.
Yeah. I don't think even that's worth it, bro. I don't think even she had that would make it worth it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think even if she had that would make it worth it. And I just don't. I like. This is gonna sound weird because no one will believe me, but I just don't really honestly believe that there is a level of attractiveness that would make this okay for me. I know no one will believe me. I know everyone will say cap, but I don't think it matters what a girl looks like. This will never be attractive to me. This will never be acceptable, you know? There's never a moment where I'm gonna be okay with somebody like demanding shit like this as gifts. It's not gonna be cool. Doesn't matter how good looking you are or you are not. I think the fact that you're doing it already gives you loads of automatic, you know, unattractive points. But yeah, again, do I blame the girls for doing it? No, because there are plenty of simps out there that went to trick on them. Shaquille O'Neal's story being the case in point. He was allegedly tricking on fucking Natalie Nunn when she was unknown and in college and shit. So if she was getting tricked on unknown and in college, looking the way that she looks, just imagine what a very attractive girl in your local state, in your local neighborhood would get tricked on for a random person around the world. So I don't blame the girls for asking, because you don't, you know, closed mouth don't get fed. But I just think if you're a young man and you've got the money that Kai Cenat has got, you are really doing yourself a disservice if you're in a relationship. Focus on your grind, focus on your family, focus on your friends, but really don't settle down, because the people that you're going to be with, especially at that age, they're definitely not going to be with you for the right reasons. But I could be wrong. But there was a clip here where Vybz Kartel allegedly warned Kai Cenat about this situation. Vybz Kartel allegedly warned Kai Cenat about his relationship during one live stream.
Yeah, say you and your girl out and a song plays that you like.
And when you do this, if your girl doesn't do this, she's not your girl.
Let me try it. Let me try it.
Yeah, try it.
Gigi.
What?
Oh my God!
They tried to tell him. They tried to tell him. He didn't listen. They tried to tell him. And then you got these tweets from Blueface. Unpopular opinion. I think it's important for all men to have a friend like Blueface in their social group, in your friendship group. The kind of guy that's willing to say the uncomfortable thing at the worst time possible, but is going to say it anyway. You might hate him in the moment, but in the end, at least he's being honest. He's not going to try and baby you. He's not going to try and pity you. He's not going to try and coddle you. He's going to tell you the uncomfortable truth when you least want to hear it. This is probably some very sage advice here from Blueface to Kai Cenat. Blueface said, Kai Cenat, a crybaby, act funny with everybody he came up with and wonder why he got mental health problems. Stop choosing the fame over real relationships and you niggas will be okay. Stop letting fame change y'all. You'll never like what you become. So letting the fame change you, sorry. You'll never like what you become. Another tweet. I'll never switch up on the people I started with. I'm from Schoolyard Crip, not Hollywood. You see me gone see me with them every time. Dead homies. Maybe he's got a point here. Maybe he has a bit of a point. Maybe the fame did get to Kai Cenat's head. You never know. But I think all men do need to have friends like Blueface.